Alright, mateys. Hey, you know, I just realized I was going through some things, and I didn't do a 2014 recap of some of the things I did. Mainly it's because I didn't really do that much in 2014 as far as fix-up. The boat was in pretty good shape. But now in 2015, I did do a few things. Some of it just for comfort, some of it very, very important. I may not get much more done with my easy hang chair. I tell you, this has been so enjoyable, but this is one of the things I added this year. Another thing I added was my bike to get around town. But I'll tell you, the most important thing I think that I got accomplished was right here. This loose tension gauge. My stays were so loose, I had no idea what to do with them. Eddie from the Sailing Emporium, you know, we did a video on this. You can see it. I'll put the link here for you. It improved my sailing tremendously. My stays were so loose. I mean, I was flopping around. The shape of my sail now is so much better. And it wasn't difficult to do. A lot of people think, oh my God, how can I, you know, I'm not a professional rigger, this, that, the other thing. I'm telling you, this is not that hard to do. Get your stays in some kind of realistic tension, and the loose gauge makes it easy to do so. So that was a very, very important thing I did. Another important item I got done was my masthead light. I upgraded, well, it didn't work at all. I didn't have an anchor light at all. I had, you know, hoist up the little lantern and stuff. So I upgraded to the tricolor Hella light, and we got a little video on how that got put together too. There's videos on just about all of this stuff I'm going to talk about. That, I am really happy I have that. Now I have some decent navigation, well, better than decent, some excellent navigation lights. Let's see, what else did I do here? Oh, batteries. Got to have decent batteries. I went to Tri-State Battery. They cover more than 3 states, but you know, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, parts of New York, and you know, they carry all the major brands. They work with most of the marinas in the region. Very good prices. Plus they do, you know, a number of other things, like I had them rebuild my starter a couple of years ago, and that was really good to do. Another thing I did is my head. The toilet, well, yeah, this head is a little poor too, but the toilet was so old and in such beat up shape. Again, I upgraded and I went with the Rayatan toilet. Fantastic. And I added the SureFlow macerator pump to it. So I took out the through hull that went, you know, just direct overcharge. Now everything has to go into the holding tank and get treated. Even if you're in an area where you can discharge, you still want to run it through the treatment center, I think. Oh, yeah. Coming back from one of my projects, and I thought my tiller was going to snap off, man. This thing is so old. So I got back all right, but I patched it up with the Seahawk epoxy. I wrapped it all up. I didn't do a video on that, but I got a picture here I'll show you. It's not like a new tiller, but it's a safe tiller and it works well. Of course, varnish and paint projects, I've been doing that on and off. I just did some stuff here on the boat. I'm going to do a little bit more of that. And those are really, you know, the only real projects I did this year, but God, they were important ones. I tell you, that fixing these stays, that that was critical, I think. I'm surprised I didn't get into trouble with my stays, as poor as they were, or my mast, I should say, as poor as the stays were. But that's kind of the projects that I've done this year, and of course got a number of projects to do next year. Check out the videos on these projects. They're not hard to do, and they add a lot of safety and comfort. Oh, and I did just, you know, a few little projects just for the hell of it kind of stuff, you know. I don't know if I showed you this or not. I made a sushi board here. I found a piece of scrap wood. I'll get my cup in here. You know, cut it like a little boat, finished it all off. Put your chopsticks in there. Kind of cute, huh? And you got to have something for dipping, right? So I went over to Waterman's, the restaurant over here, and I got some clam shells and got my epoxy. And look at this. I made little dipping bowls to go with this. This one, I like this one the best. It's kind of light. It's easy. You know, you get your sauce in there. I should have made some sushi for this, huh? You know, boom, boom, yum. This one I did. This is sand from the beach, and it's a little heavy. So, but just a couple of little projects that I did, keep myself busy. So I guess that's it for right now. Again, haha, worked out really well. Happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends. And now I'm just going to hang out on my easy hang chair and watch the scenery go by. Cheers!